What's good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about what's going on with the overall market right now, what levels to watch for on SPY. Let me first say that I'm not a financial planner, so take none of this as financial advice, by the way, and I'll let's talk about the levels to watch for. So we got this nice break to the upside. I was calling this move in the pre-market. I told you we were likely going to see this test of 430. If we broke it, we're going to see this thing fly to the 431s. And then I told you there's 431.22 followed by 431.76 as the resistance zone. It went a little bit higher than that, so 432 just around there, which is a key zone, but historically we don't tend to get rejected around there. We tend to see more rejections in this zone, but it still was very close. Then we got this rejection, the market started slowing down, and we saw Amazon take a big hit too. And as the market started cooling off, we saw this knife that took place. As the knife took place, it dragged SPY all the way back down below 430. So we didn't truly get a strong or like a very long-term break above 430. It's still going to be fighting it, right? This was just an attempt, once again, by the market makers to grab liquidity, and it's continuing this way going forward. So now it came down, and we're back into the typical range that I've been talking about between 430 and 426. We're back in this zone, and now we're going to be fighting for resistance. We're going to be fighting 430 to 430.25. There's quite a bit of resistance in that zone, and it's still fighting right now as I speak. If it could hold it, there is a possibility it could try to push up to these higher levels again, but so far we haven't done that, at least at the time I'm recording this. For the past hour at least, we haven't been able to do that for the past hour, and we're going to be seeing how this moves going forward. If it does break down a little bit, you're going to be watching support, just hypothetically, at 429.5 has some support, but it's not very strong. 429 flat, and then 428.82, that zone right there, which is where the 50 EMA is on the 30-minute time frame. So 428.8 to about 429 is where we have some nice support for now. And then there's 428.5 below that, followed by 427.5. Watch these zones very carefully. You can see how this is reacting to many of these zones. And as far as the top one, it was very close to what I was saying. Not exactly, but very close. Now we're just going to watch and see how it continues to move. For now, there's strong support between 50 EMA and then resistance around 430 or the 430 zone, 430 to 430.25. Watch that very carefully. Market is still stuck right now. We didn't truly hold 430, so it's not insanely strong in a way, but it still is a big improvement compared to before, and we're still in a pretty decent spot. Market is still green too. Tesla, nice pump, but I warned you guys we could get a retracement on Tesla. It has retraced, but it's not necessarily tanking or anything like that. It's in this zone right here. I told you guys if Tesla broke 247.5, you're going to be watching 245.95, and that's very close to where Tesla's been holding. You can see these wicks touching it, and then below that we have 244.5. If it does break below 245. So that's the zone, basically this entire zone, 245 to about 246 is where Tesla's trying to hold. Watch that carefully. If it breaks lower, we're going to see it get to the lower 240s. If it manages to break to the upside above this 247.5 resistance, it could try to make its way closer to about 249 to 250, this entire zone right here. It hasn't been able to break just yet, but I'm going to be very patient with it. It's still pretty strong in a way because it's holding up nicely, right? It's not insanely strong to the point where it's breaking 250, but it's still gapping up nicely and still holding, right? So that's a good sign for Tesla. For the triple Q, got the bullish move, and look at where it rejected. Remember, I told you guys if this thing broke and held 356, watch resistance at 357.5. It rejected at 357.66, 16 cents away from my zone. Super, super close. And that's where the historic resistance zone was. Very, very close. Got that rejection. Now it's coming down. You're going to be watching the 50 EMA on the 30-minute time frame at 353. Watch support right over there for now. And we're going to be seeing how this thing goes. If it tries to push up more, watch 355.5. The market is getting a little bit of strength right now. It's trying to hold up. It's not necessarily tanking as of right now. It's just trying to hold these levels. So just watch it carefully. There could be another attempt for it to break out again, but we have to watch resistance for now. SPY is currently at 429.76, trying to hold up. NEO was up pretty big today. It reached 8.75, almost $9, then it slowed down with the market. Overall, nice move by NEO. I secured my profits up here, and excuse me. Now that's about it. NEO is still in a pretty decent spot. Looking at the VIX, it's up just a little bit. Let's see what else is there. Aapl, pretty decent spot. You could see it reject off 182. Lower than what my target was. 182.5 is what I was looking for. It came a little bit lower than that, but overall, it's still holding above the 50 and it's still above 180, which is decent for it. Nvidia, it got rejected off 397. So I told you guys there's 395, which is an important zone, and then there's 400 after that. Came right in between them, and then it ended up just rejecting from there. Now it's holding the 50, break below the 50, and then we have the 200 EMA after that. So very close. Nvidia is still holding on to the 50, so it's holding on for dear life right now. 30-minute got a bearish cross, so be careful with it. Just watch these levels, guys, and watch the QQQ and the Nasdaq, especially if you're watching tech. Now the market's slowing down just a bit. I mean, if you want to watch this, you can kind of look at like the smaller time frames for like scalping, that sort of stuff. On the 5 minutes, it's trying to hold the 200 EMA. So we're going to watch this carefully as well. If you're trying to scalp or something, we have some resistance at the 50, which is at 430.15 as of right now. So once again, in that 430 zone. So just watch these levels and we'll see where this goes later on. I'll be back for a later video. I do apologize for not coming like immediately when the market was knifing. I just needed a little bit of time because I was busy with something, but I'm totally fine and back now. All right, guys, so thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day. And let me just also add that I think I forgot to mention Amazon. I was going to talk about Amazon. Amazon, it's pretty flat right now, not doing a whole lot. On the 1 hour time frame, Amazon got this rejection of 125.79. And that's very close to the 125 zone. Right here, we had this cup and handle. It had the potential to go even higher to almost 127. Came a little short of that. Then Amazon started knifing. That had a big effect on the Nasdaq and the whole market. If anything, Amazon is looking a little weak now, a lot weaker than the markets. Watch it on the 30-minute time frame. I think we have a bearish cross already on the PPO. It's barely holding the support on the 200. So watch the 30-minute time frame, at least on the sidelines, or just for now, this is where support is trying to hold. If it breaks below this support at 123.4, could make its way down to about 122. So watch it carefully. Amazon's not looking that great, but it's barely holding for now. So we'll have to wait and see. So this is where Amazon got knifed. I mean, just look at that 30-minute candle. Pretty strong right there, coming all the way down to the 200. Very interesting stuff. Anyways, let's watch the market. SPY is now at 429.5, trying to hold support. Once again, we're just kind of like stuck between support and resistance. We'll see where it goes, and I will be back for a later video. All right, guys, thank you for listening. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, and peace out.